So welcome to the cellar and welcome to Nikki's and my's 8-year anniversary.
Hi everyone.
We've just finished our complimentary creme brulee.
It's delicious.
It was on the house because we've managed to be together for 8 years, and when you're together for 8 years without killing each other, they give you creme brulee, apparently. Isn't that?
Yeah. Actually, and you know, when you get to your 10-year anniversary, they upgrade it to a souffle. So it's really a big deal. 8 years. When you start, you only get the shitty sorbet after 1 year. They're like, well, you have it. It's been 1 year, but we're at the creme brulee levels. We are like working our way up.
So you know that we'll be together for at least 2 more years, so we can get the soufflés. At least we'll be able to say, we got the souffle. We reached the souffle anniversary. So 8 years.
Isn't that the levels?
Is that the levels?
Cookies, sorbet, creme brulee, souffle. Aren't those like the anniversary
I feel like you're
years or
just writing
something?
nouns at this point.
Well, gold and silver is such bullshit. Nothing says I love you like sugar.
That's true. But in all seriousness, 8 years. Do you have any 8 years with me? Do you have any thoughts?
To everyone out there, it has truly been the best 8 years of my life. He is the most amazing man, and I'm so incredibly fortunate. And I'm sorry, ladies, I took him from you. I win.
See, she almost broke down. Did you notice that? But then she deflected with the finger dancing. That's her brilliance. I couldn't agree more, baby. I love you more than words can tell. And I do words for a living, so that's really impressive. Any final thoughts?
No, other than I wish everybody out there is lucky enough to find a happy partner like we have and have a happy union. I wish that for everybody out there because it's the best thing in life.
And I agree with that. Except for all of you out there who have wronged me. But besides that, everybody
Oh no, they
else.
can all die. If you've wronged him, just Matt and I have a list. Those people are getting shitty fruit baskets when he's a giant success, just so that we can let them know that we stepped over them on the way to his ascendance.
So basically what we're saying is unconditional happiness and revenge depending on your relationship to us. And with that, I'm going to go ahead and say... I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, Matt, is that a discounted sushi platter from a supermarket? Yes, it absolutely is. Now, if you follow me on Twitter, you know that one of the things that's integral to my brand is don't sleep on Ralph's Sushi. That's like my whole brand platform at this point. That's like 90% of what my brand encompasses. Because you gotta have a brand. You can't just be a regular ass person on the internet if you're selling things. That just doesn't work. So that's my brand. My brand is don't sleep on Ralph's Sushi. I know what you're further thinking, audience. You're thinking, Matt, isn't that a really, really like narrow, specific, even detrimentally obscure brand to have? And to that I say, what do you want me to do? All the big issues have already been taken by much more popular people who are way smarter than me. Besides which, I'm a very large, straight, able-bodied white man. Nobody wants to hear what I have to say about anything important. So here we are with the with the $6.50 platter of sushi from Ralph's. So yeah, I'm about to school you on why you don't sleep on the Ralph's Sushi, and I've got this combo platter here to do just that. I don't usually get this, and I will explain why. I got this specifically to do this little segment. Also, by the way, they've got this new move at Ralph's at the sushi counter. Like, as soon as you approach the sushi counter, the sushi chef immediately stops whatever they're doing, and they come around the counter to meet you. The reason they do it is because they're going to explain that several rows of the sushi have been discounted for that day. It's a good thing. But like, the first couple of times that it happened when I went up to the Ralph's Sushi counter, because like immediately, as soon as he or she sees you, they're coming around. I feel like they were about to like deny me service or something. Like they saw me coming and they're like, no, large gaijin, no sushi for you. You'll lead us out of house and home. And like I got that like fat guy panic of like rejection of being judged for being hungry. That's a real thing that happens to us. But anyway, so yeah. So that aside, here is the guide to eating the Ralph's Sushi and why you don't sleep on it. Why you don't sleep on it is because a lot of the times it's very good. It is actually shockingly, surprisingly, very fresh and very good as long as you get it within the easily marked, where is it? The easily marked sell-by dates. And also look for any like hand markings or scribblings on it where they've updated that information or corrected it. So here's the deal. The reason again I got this platter, which I normally wouldn't get, is because this really takes you through the categories of Ralph's Sushi that will be available to you at the counter. You have your real basic nigiri, which is just a piece of fish on a big pile of rice. And then you have your kind of maki style stuff, which is more the traditional wrapped. And you have more like the Americanized kind of rolls, which you see here, which will have a bunch of junk on them. And those are the three types of sushi that you see at Ralph's. I always get the nigiri. I go straight up for the simple. It's a nice piece of salmon or tuna on rice there. That's what you're looking for. That's the gold standard that you want to adhere to when you're buying sushi at a Ralph's counter. I do not recommend anything else here. This is what's going to redeem your perception of supermarket sushi. I promise you that. Now the problem is most people, especially in America, is like we're not hip to the nigiri. We don't do nigiri as sashimi. We're used to the rolls with all the junk on them. That's where you mess up with the supermarket sushi because it's still a supermarket. This is where supermarket sushi gets its bad rap from. And you can see the difference. Just like, I don't barely even have to say anything, I don't think. Like this looks nice and fresh and appetizing. This is starting to get disgusting up here, right there. And then with the roll, with the crunchy and the mayo, you don't even know what's like under there. You can't even tell. So the reason you always stick with the nigiri is because it's honest. There's no way to cover up a bad nigiri. It's either a nice piece of fish that smells good or it's not. There's no way to hide that. And that's always going to be your best bet because there are fewer things that can go wrong with it. Adversely, you see when you start to involve things like avocado, mayo, vegetables on top of the fish, there are so many more things that can go wrong with the sushi than if it's just some rice and a piece of fish. Avocado especially goes bad very fast, and most rolls, whatever kind of roll they are, whatever junk they put on top of them, they have avocado in the roll. Avocado is what screws up supermarket sushi 99% of the time. That's absolutely true. It's not the fish. You think the fish is going to be bad, that's why you don't go for the Ralph's sushi. It's not the fish. The fish is usually totally fine. It's the vegetables. It's the avocado they put in everything. It goes brown and disgusting quickly, and then the sushi tastes terrible. So again, no on this over here right away, and no on this because you don't know, you can't really tell what's in it, and there are too many things to go wrong with it. You're involving dairy, you're involving vegetables, you're involving avocado. You just don't need any of this. You need a nice piece of nigiri. You need soy sauce. You do that. And you do that. It's delicious. That is legit as good as a nigiri as you're going to get at 90% of high-end sushi restaurants. I promise you. I promise you, I've been to them. Been to the Nobus, been to the Morimotos. That piece of fish, every bit as good as you will get at Nobu at less than 1/10 of the cost. So yeah, don't sleep on the Ralph's sushi. It's delicious. It's good for you. It's just one of those things that's good in life that we should all enjoy. And I'm all about that. I'm all about the retail hack. Only suckers pay retail. Go to the Ralph's. They'll come around the counter. They're not going to attack you, which is, lesson one. They'll come around the counter. They'll discount the sushi. You'll get a good piece of fish at a good price. Just always go for the nigiri. And 99 times out of 100, you will never get a bad piece of sushi. So yeah, Ralph's Sushi, don't sleep on it. That's why. That's going to do it for this week, folks. A very heartfelt, happy 7th anniversary to my lovely, brilliant, amazing, keeps my shit together, which is a thing I really need in life, wife, Nikki. 8 years together. Feels like it's been 80, and it feels like it's been 8 minutes. And that is the truest statement I can make about how I perceive our relationship. And I mean both in the best way possible. I love you, baby. And I love the rest of you, too, in an abstract way, like more as a concept than as individual people, because I don't know you individually. And it would be a lie. Anything else would be a lie. I'm not going to do the Amanda Palmer thing, where like, I love you all and you're so integral to I appreciate you in an abstract way as a concept of, a whole organism out there viewing this content. I went way too deep on that. I meant to just say thank you, and I made a whole thing out of it, and I've offended Neil Gaiman. Sorry, Neil. So anyway, I will catch you all next week. We didn't do the news this week because I didn't really have any. Just personal stuff, which I shared with you all, and I hope you enjoyed it. Next week, hopefully, there will be more news to share. In the meantime, have a brain-smashingly good rest of your week. I will see you next Tuesday, same Matt time, same Matt channel.